All right, we in there. Let's get it started. So, long story short, my car broke down. I'm trying to diagnose the issue. I used a portable battery charger to see if it was the battery. That's not the issue. Charged it up to 100%. Tried it out. Didn't work. So, as I was looking for this little diagnostic machine that I got to see what the issue is with the car, the last place I saw it was in this big junk. It's like a junk drawer composite. It's actually a tub. It's a junk tub. All this shit. So the last place I saw that, I couldn't find it. It's not there. Long story short, but I did find some cash. So I thought to myself, what could I do with this cash? And before I counted it, I did count it before I turned on the camera. But before I counted it, the idea was this money that was just laying around in a junk tub with a bunch of other random stuff has been there for quite some time. And it's accumulated $20 exactly. There's 10 ones and 2 5s in the stack. So, with that, I said, I wonder if I could take this $20 and flip it. Turn it into $40. Turn it into $60, $80, $100, $120. And so that's the challenge. And I thought, well, what way do I want to go about it? Because there's a couple different ways. I could go in the auction, find something for $20, pick it up, post it, flip it, and to be honest, that's the best and quickest way to 2, 3, 4, 5x your money. Find something in the auction, a local auction around you. Make sure you hit the pickup date, pick up the item, repost it on eBay. Now, mind you, there's a bunch of steps before this, like you got to do your market research, see, if it's selling on eBay. If it is, how much it's selling for, when's the most recent sales, the retail price. Like, you got to do a bunch of market research. I'll say that for another time. But the concept is you find something in the market that you would like, preferably, because if you bought it, someone else will buy it. And also, you do your market research on eBay to see how often it's been sold within the last 7 days, 10 days, 30 days, whatever filter you want to put. 48 hours, I'm sure they got it. So anyways, I'm thinking that's the way I want to go. And then the other option I was going to say was take the $20, find a $20 or less course online that could potentially make you money. Like, for example, there's this dude on YouTube named Ted Namath, and he's a real at heart creative, very interesting fella, and I love his content. His content is fire. His storytelling, the use of his drone and his drone footage. And I know with drone footage, you can make hella money. Well, long story short, homie ran a sale of his course. It's like 3 hours long of all the drone basics. I don't know if making money was necessarily in the course, but if you can create some beautiful content and learn to market it right, you can sell it for big bands, big bucks. And honestly, that's the goal, because I love photography, videography, and to be able to get paid for it would be ideal. To be able to create, ideal. To be able to get paid for your creations, ideal. It's just, that's kind of what we're here to do. I mean, not necessarily get paid and pay, but you gotta pay, so you gotta get paid. So you gotta figure it out. But better to be paid by creating something than looking for handouts. And what I mean by handouts, I'm not comparing a 9-to-5 job. If you work for your money, you earn it, obviously. But I want to learn how to earn $1 without having to rely on a 9-to-5 or, someone that could easily dispose of me at any given moment. So that's the goal. $20. Now what I could do is take this $20 and invest it in some item on the auction, flip that for an aim of 3 to 5x, then take that $60 to $100, do it again, and flip that up to $200, $300, and continue to move on from there, or pivot and buy a more comprehensive course online from an online creative. Because the thing is, if you want to create and generate value and be paid for it and be able to sell it, I think you gotta break that barrier of entry to put your money where your mouth is, put ends on it. If you want to be a part of the creator economy, you have to be involved. You have to get involved. If you want to build a community, put some money in someone else's pocket and extract their value, whether it be through a course or a guide or an ebook or whatever digital product or a webinar or whatever. However someone wants to package something, a crash course, a mini course, a micro course, a micro whatever, a one-pager. One-pagers would be great, bro. Create something, a one-pager that can solve someone's problem that same day or within 2-3 days. Bro, package it up, sell it for $10 on repeat, build it once, sell it twice. What? Bro, I get excited about the idea of making money online and like creating some form of value through media or code, and then leveraging that with the internet and building an audience and building a community or a following or whatever you want to call it. Some people I see, I want to call them clickbait YouTube titles, kind of, but they're like, oh, create a cult. We're not trying to create a cult. Honestly, we're trying to. That shit just sounds kind of weird, but I get the idea. I get the concept. Like, you want to create a tight knit community that supports you and supports what you're doing, and you know what I'm saying, gets value from it enough for them to come out of pocket and pay you after you package it up. So here's my thing when it comes to content creation. I agree with give it all away for free. Create enough content, create 100 to 1,000 videos of just free content, and then be able to package it up into an offer. That's being able to give the information away for free, but to then package it up in a way of so people don't have to go through all of that information and source it themselves, and you can package it up in some sort of system, structure, framework, outline, whatever, something along those lines. That concept of taking a problem or a desire and being able to leverage that to package that in an offer that solves a problem with a solution. And I say, what did I hear? I heard Dan Coe say it a couple of days ago. It was beautiful. It went something along the lines of, what did he say? Because I want to communicate it and give it its, make sure the point comes across. But Pika, you're being distracting. But matter of fact, I could just put this right here. Boom. Hold up. How's the audio? I probably gotta talk a little bit louder, but that's cool. We can do that. But what did Dan Coe say? He said, man, it was right in line with what I was going with. I'm gonna have to rewatch it, but Man, what did he say? I'm gonna have to matter of fact, where's my phone? I'm gonna have to look it up. We're gonna do that live.
Here's how to future-proof yourself so that you can stay relevant in the next 10 years. Because
become permissionless, become a creator, become a beginner. Where did he say it?
In the creator economy. Now that leads to the last point. Because if everyone were to help the past version of themselves, the formula limited to the belief system of your parents.
Hold up.
Can help the most, and oftentimes this is your past self, right? So in order to start,
first off, I love that concept.
Creator, because the only real safety net in today's world is
I don't even know if it was this video, to be honest.
Your own detriment. But the flow phase where you can't pull yourself away from there's the vision phase chapters, and each chapter is a predictable.
You know what? Oh, Pinky, you tripping. Anyways. That's something I'd like to do. Speaking of Danco and investing in the creator economy, putting some dollars in his pocket. He's created a lot of value, and I would love to get involved in his course, the 2-hour writer and mental monetization. Those are two of Dan's courses that I've been looking to get into. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna look into his updated offers and see, because I know that he likes to like package up deals and whatnot, and I know that was a package. If you buy the 2-hour creator, you get like a discount on mental monetization. And honestly, like Danco is a phenomenal example in what this journey consists of as far as content creation and value creation. And he's honestly the spark for a lot of introspection on the big concepts like the one-person business model, and being able to create content or media on the front end and code on the back end, and to profit from it, leveraging the internet. And he's doing it himself. So like, if you want to learn how to do something or go from point A to point B, then and you want to be able to get there and then help other people get there, because honestly that's the goal, is get to a certain level, and then once you're there, help the past version of yourself, aka the current version of yourself now, to get there. And just at this point, I think a good idea would be just to document the process, documenting trial and error, documenting what works, what doesn't work on a daily and weekly basis, documenting the process of learning and practicing a craft, such as writing, or creating videos or photography, or whatever, strikes your heart, and really that you can get, I don't want to say lost in, but you get into flow. Pika, you're tripping with this light, my boy. Chill out, Peak. Dang, Peak is tripping. Peak, you're tripping, Peak. You're tripping, Peak. There we go. Anyways, Pika, get your butt out of my face. Anyways, this video was not supposed to go on that long. Really, it was to talk about this $20, and so I'm either going to flip it via the auction, or flip it into buying, or like a course online that you could leverage to learn how to get money online. I don't know, or add value to some sort. Like I said, that drone photography course I actually bought, and I bought this before I found this money, so it wouldn't count. You can make big bucks off of that. Like, realistically, if I bought that and then learned how to make some dope piece and then sell that or market it for $10 is what, then make your money back off Rift. And then you could, since you already have it, you could just keep selling that. Do it once, sell it twice. So you can just keep selling that over and over. So like realistically, a course like that would be ideal. It could pay for itself on the first, within fairly quickly. Probably not as quick. It's definitely not going to be as quick or compounding as you could do with the auction flips. Oh, I know, Pika. Oh, Pika stupid. I know, little buddy. That's my little homie, Pika. Anyways, my battery's about to die on this thing. It's 15 minutes into it. That's all I wanted to say. We out.